Arguably one of the most unexpected Michael lines in the whole show. She watches it with her psychiatrist and they discuss it. Nah, Michael definitely gets pegged. Same as when he says a little wine would have helped and Holly saying he can put both legs behind his head. Sometimes, he will stand in front of the mirror, and tuck himself between his legs, just to see what it's like. So he understands women. Michael is definitely a freaky verse. Remember what I tried here? Skull and Crossbones. Official poster for Paul W. S. Anderson's In the Lost Lands starring Mila Jovovich and Dave Bautista. Poster looks like those in-universe movie posters in post-apocalyptic games. Dear God, I can already see the 4% Rotten Tomatoes score. Okay, I'm impressed. That's got to be the worst poster I've ever seen. Anyone else constantly confusing Paul W. S. Anderson and Paul Thomas Anderson? Netflix is raising its prices again, after adding 19 million new subscribers in Q4. Every year it's the same shit. Price increases, people claim to unsub, record profits the following year, wash, rinse, and repeat. Subscribe to watch what you want, then unsubscribe. That's what I do with all these streaming services. $25 for Netflix Premium when you can get an ad-free bundle of Max/Hulu/Disney Plus for $30. Jon Stewart on Trump's inauguration and Elon Musk's Nazi salute. The Daily Show. I appreciate Jon Stewart and what he's done and is trying to do. But I can't watch this shit anymore, we're cooked. There is no comedy to be had from this anymore. These are the equivalent of millionaires making memes to feel better about things. Anyone who doesn't think that was a Nazi salute is out of their minds. The ultimate good ending. Shit, motherfucker, we all got side pieces. Ain't that right, Master Yoda? My thoughts dwell on the mother. My guy just can't catch a break, lol. People always say that George doesn't owe it to anyone to finish the books, and I mostly agree, but by not finishing them, he's turned his legacy into the guy who couldn't finish Game of Thrones, rather than the guy who wrote Game of Thrones. I genuinely think the show messed up GRRM's writing process. He's a discovery writer, so a big part of writing is letting the story flow from his imagination. I think of it like when you watch a book adaptation movie/show, if you read/reread the books it becomes hard to picture anything but the film characters and setting. It's a guess, but my explanation is working on the show messed up his discovery process. Especially with it ending so poorly. Somebody posted the first page of that book in a different sub and it's rough. We'd be more pissed if GRRM released something that bad. The Galaxy. Skiriver actually. At least that's what the people from a neighboring satellite galaxy call it. And people from the Star Wars galaxy call that neighboring galaxy Fire Fist. Google tells me it's the Skiriver Galaxy. Why are there literally hundreds of WW2 Nazi movies, but only a handful of ones about the Japanese? The Koreans and Chinese have made a ton of World War II movies about Japan and Unit 731. A big part is it's easier to film on land than it is on sea, and a lot of the Pacific Front is ocean-based. Any random white dude can put on a snazzy uniform and pronounce his Ws as Vs, much easier to cast a Nazi movie than an Imperial Japanese one. In Black Panther, 2018, T'Chaka tells T'Challa, a man who doesn't prepare his children for his death has failed as a father in Wakanda Forever, 2022, Nakia tells Shuri how T'Challa prepared both her and their son, Toussaint, for his death. Somehow I never realized the guy playing T'Chaka had a prosthetic eye. I forgot, what's the in-universe explanation for Chala's death? What are the most dangerous documentaries ever made? As in, where the crew exposed themselves to dangers of all sorts to film it. La Vida Loca, The Crazy Life, 2008. Filmmaker followed and interviewed gang members in El Salvador. He was then murdered by them. Restrepo is filmed in a literal war zone. Fire of Love. It's about a French couple who were obsessed with volcanoes and filmed themselves over a number of years right up on top of them. They had self-made heat-proof suits. They ended up dying by eruption, and the movie has footage of them the day they died. They were also featured in a Werner Herzog documentary called Into the Inferno, which could also fit this description. Sansa didn't see the irony in wanting to punish the Umber and Karstark children for something they didn't do. We kinda forgot that Sansa had first-hand experience regarding the horrors of collective guilt. She's the smartest person I know. This article did not age well. A finger in the bum. Godless. Why, Aaron, I am the godliest man ever to raise sail. You serve one God, damn pair, but I have served 10,000. From IB to Asai, when men see my sails, they pray. The actor who played Ramsey absolutely killed it. If only they went with Bukhuran. New poster for dystopian thriller 2073, it's the year 2073, the worst fears of modern life have been realized. Surveillance drones fill the burnt orange skies and militarized police roam the wrecked streets, while survivors hide away underground, struggling to remember a free and hopeful existence. Sounds like something that stars Gerald Butler and releases late in a January after rewrites. For those who thought the message in Elysium was just a tad too subtle. Finally, the live-action Jetsons movie. Fascist government forces. Environmental devastation. Soul-crushing despair among the masses. How are we supposed to relate to any of that in this age of progress and optimism? How would you spell the sound of Darth Vader breathing? Mechanical breathing sounds. Do you purr? Rory McCann to inherit Ray Stevenson's role in Ahsoka Season 2. Whoa. I like it. Stevenson created the character, but McCann can do it justice. Just glad we are getting more of Balin. Whoa. Great role for Rory if true. Just so you know, I checked, he is 3 inches taller than Ray was, so will be interesting to see how it goes with him towering over everyone. Like and subscribe.